Leo, welcome to June. So, Leo, you've got the planet Mars, the planet of action and motivation in your sign until June 17th. So, this is a get up and go time for you. This is about functioning from your heart. This is about positive forward movement. Now, you're a fire sign, Leo. You're a fixed fire sign. So you've got some trines going on with the planets in fire. So we know we have the full Sagittarius moon this month. We know that we have planets in the sign of Aries. We've got Venus in there until June 6th. We've got Saturn that just moved into Aries, the planet of discipline and responsibility. We have Neptune in the sign of Aries, the planet of creativity, healing, and of illusion. So that's a positive trine. So you can get a lot done with the planet of motivation. You've got Saturn there to help you out to actually finish and complete things. You've got Venus in there to bring you value and love and things of value, money. And now you do have some squares, and the square is going on with Pluto, but that's going to be going on for 19 years. So you're just going to have to get used to it. So Pluto is making this 90-degree angle with you. Actually, that's not true. Pluto's across from you in the sign of Aquarius. So you actually have an opposition. So Pluto's going to be opposite for you for the next 19 years. And especially you early degree Leos, so the ones like the end of July Leos, you're going to feel Pluto more because Pluto's in the early degrees. Pluto is retrograded. So it's kind of going back over everything that happened since the end of November, right after the election. So there's going to be that going on. So you're kind of got Pluto going back and forth 3 times over the same ground right across from you. So if things need to change, they're going to be in your face. It's not going to be a guessing game. You're going to be pulled. So if you feel like you're trying to push for certain things, to make certain things happen, just know you're not going to be able to fight this. So if things aren't working in a certain way, then you're going to need to adapt, okay? Now, you also have a square with Venus when it moves into the sign of Taurus, because Taurus is a fixed sign, and you are a fixed sign, Leo, so you make a 90-degree angle. And that's going to be from June 6th through July 4th. So you also have a square with Uranus, the oh wow, anything can happen planet. So take it slow in your relationships. Know that after the 6th, like the first few days, things are harmonious. After that, the square, you're not going to want to, overlook things because you've got like this intersection here. So make sure that you're showing up, taking responsibility in your relationships and not forgetting about them, okay? Now, you do have a positive sextile. Sextile is a positive aspect going on with the sun in Gemini until June 20th. So this is a good thing, a little smoother energy for you. And all right, Leo. So we can get a lot done this month, but you have to keep in mind your relationships and you have to keep in mind your wallet. Okay. You can't take so much action that you break the bank. You can't take so much action that you forget about your relationships. Okay. So let's see what the cards have to say for us here. I'm working with a couple different decks. Let's pull some cards for you. Haven't looked at any of these yet for the month of June. Let's see what Leo needs to know here. This is my new favorite deck, the Magical Hours Tarot. We got it in stock in Kent, Connecticut. It's a really good one. And let's see what your theme cards are for this month. Then we're going to do charms and dice and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so here we go. Your first card is the Judgment card. Okay, this is card number 20. This is an interesting version of the Judgment card because you've got like a whole family here. And judgment is about laying old things to rest. And we see family life. So we know we've got some old things. Maybe it's things from our childhood. I was talking about the Sagittarius full moon this month and how it gives us a chance to move into freedom and to step away from some of the old memories that kind of haunt us. And so if you haven't listened to the June month ahead, you might want to, because it talks about advice for the Sag full moon, about going through some old photos, maybe getting some out that you don't really like, and either taking the original or taking a copy, photocopying it, and burning it over the toilet, flushing it away. This is an example of Pluto, and you know that you have Pluto opposite you for the next 19 years. So this is a pretty intense time for you. Now, again, Pluto does not have to be a horrible thing, because Pluto, even though it rules death and rebirth and it brings about change, we know that Pluto also rules sex, it rules deep emotion, and it rules other people's money. So I see here that you have an opportunity to move out of like the bondage from the past and into better times. It's almost like your family life, that's like your childhood family, and now maybe your adult family. There's some changes happening. This is card number 20, which equals 2 in numerology, so we see some relationship themes. Card number 2 is the 2 of Swords. And so Swords is the mind, thought. 2 is a relationship number. So you got 2 2s in a row. And this is when you need to go and quiet down and listen to your inner voice, okay? Your higher self. And so it's almost like not moving into decision. You know, this, we know there's so much about Mars taking action, but Mars is also the god of war in Greek mythology, and you don't want to start a fight. So you may need to take some quiet time to yourself to process what's been going on. Card number 3, the Knight of Swords. Okay, it almost looks like she's come to, like you've come to a decision here, right? You've got 2 swords, now you've picked one. The Knight of Swords is forward moving energy, Knight's quest for what they want. Swords is the mind, it's thought, it's also communication. So we see that you work through it here, okay? And they got a big full moon in the background there. And that Sagittarius full moon is going to be helpful to you. It's trining you. That's a wonderful thing. Let's see what your oracle is. It says focus, waxing gibbous. Waxing gibbous? I can't see that little letter. I think that says 5. But this is card number 14, which does equal 5 in numerology. So we've got the focus card, and I like how this butterfly looks like it's like almost over her third eye. So there's almost like an awakening here. Let's see what the little book has to say about it. This is the Queen of the Moon Oracle. It's really beautiful. So, oh yeah, waxing gibbous 5. It says, you must focus on the task at hand right now. There is no room for scattergun approach. I've never heard that word before, scattergun. Put on the blinkers and do not listen to gossip or negative people. If you make a mistake, it is your mistake to make. Do not waste your focus. Do not split your attention into too many pieces. What we have, does it say? I have a laser-like focus that serves me well. What we place our focused attention on matters. Placing our undivided focus on something means we are more likely to take action in it. We are more likely to finish something we wish to complete. So what hinders the focus? Diversion. It is often the diversions we set for ourselves or that we allow. When we are afraid of our own growth or greatness, we may procrastinate. We might place drama in our own way. We may even focus on everyone except for ourselves. So we need to focus instead on what feels so deeply good to us and what we really want and what we want to place our laser-like focus upon. And soon it will be ours. And it's suggesting the stone carnelian for you. So carnelian is like an orangey tone, isn't it, carnelian? And so you can keep that in mind also. All right, so I see you working through a lot here. I see you needing a little time to yourself, and I see you focusing and having success moving forward. I'm going to slide these to the back, and we're going to work with, before we do that, I just want to pull one more, because I like to ask the cards, what is the most important thing that I'm supposed to be telling Leo today? And let's see what that is. This one's kind of flying out. And this is an interesting version of the death card, okay? This is Pluto. So death, we know that this is not just death, this is rebirth. This is Pluto. This is power. Interesting. I didn't notice those little, looks like bunnies down in there. So there's some changes. We know this is Pluto ruled. You had the Judgment card that's Pluto ruled. And so we know that there's some intense changes here, but you're going to focus, you're going to cooperate, and you're going to move forward confidently. Move that card to the side. We're going to go week by week here. We have the Everyday Witch minis. Haven't looked at any of these yet. I'm going to place one on each week of June and see what you need to know, Leo. Okay, so let's see what we've got for each day, each week ahead. So week 1, the 1st through the 7th, the Judgment card shows up again. Okay, not surprised to see it. You've got a lot of Pluto themes here. I really like this version because here's the person walking away but playing music, playing her little flute, and there's joy here. And we needed some joy because it was starting to look a little intense, but it looks like these changes give you freedom and peace, okay? So a lot of power there the first week of June for you, Leo. The second week of June, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So we have a really strong, stable woman showing up, queen energy. She's the queen of the hearth and the home. She's the queen of value. She would be considered like a Venus queen. And so she could be the queen of money. She could be the queen of long-term success, often called the queen of the hearth and the home, okay? Week 2, a lot of power there. Week 3, this is Father's Day. And here's the 10 of Cups. How cute. And we're talking about Father's Day, and this is the happy family card. And there's the whole big family, okay? And there's some simple pleasures here, just enjoying it. Really lovely card to see on Father's Day week. Now, the 22nd through the 28th, you've got the 6 of Swords. Looks like maybe you're going on a trip, heading out of town. You're being guided forward. There's a full moon back there. So 6 of Swords is a card of forward movement. It's a great positive card. See what the last week, which is June 29th, but it goes into July 4th. And you've got the 2 of Swords again. So this is the same card that you had back here. Here it is again. I like this version a little better. She's got her guides and helpers kind of talking to her, helping her hit that target, even though her eyes are blindfolded. Okay, so she's on point. You got a lot of 2s. This is another 2. You had Judgment 2. You have 2 Judgments. You also have 2 of Swords. Okay, so it seems like that's a really powerful card for you, the Judgment card and the 2 of Swords. So make sure that you just take some inward time. I know, Leo, you're known to be very extroverted, although Leos argue with me. I know there's like a lion version of you and there's a house cat version of you, but you definitely like validation. And this is asking you to kind of go inward, validate yourself, listen to your inner voice, okay? All right, now let's roll some dice. And we're going to do some charms. So your dice are Jupiter, Virgo in the 12th house. So Jupiter, the planet of luck, blessings, and expansion, in the very detail-orientated analytical sign of Virgo in the 12th house, which is a subconscious mind. And I really just keep getting repeated vibes of clearing up some old stuff from childhood. And Virgo often would be like going to a therapist. It's a great time for it. You could kind of, it's like, I hate to say rush through it, but you could get far quickly. Okay. Jupiter, Virgo, 12th house. Beautiful. All right, making sure also that you're not overcommitting to things, that you're showing up, but not like making good boundaries and making sure that you're getting the rest that you need. Now, let's go with this gigantic bowl of charms here, my punch bowl of charms. Okay, let's just have fun with this. Certainly have fun with it. Now, let's see what we've got here. Let's flip some of these over. I see the word CA for California. We saw you almost like leaving town. Got the word go. I thought I had the word cake, but I don't, but I thought of it. Sometimes when I think of something, it's just part of it too. Okay, let's see what else here. All right, do we see any words that jump out? Got, caught, cat. Talking about Leo being a house cat sometimes. All right, so let's start at the top. On the, very, very up at the top, you have a hammer. Okay, we were talking about maybe going to therapy, doing the work. There's the hammer showing up. You also got a wheelbarrow here on June 2nd. Got some hard work going on. On the 4th, this is, what is that? Got a few charms here that I don't know what they are. Yeah, I can't tell what that is. Some mystery item. On the 4th, you have like a Mother Mary and the letter G next to a big smiley face. And on the 6th, these are prayer hands. So It's almost like go, you've got this like connection, you've got this Mother Mary, or maybe you've been praying for something, and we see they're almost like the go ahead. Okay. On the 9th, we have a little turtle. On the 10th, we have an A and a K. Is that Arkansas AK, or is it Alaska? Huh. Okay. Well, I think there's some travel going on for you. This is Pisces, symbol for Pisces there. And then on the 11th, you have the letter N. So a lot of activity on the over here, and looks like kind of like on the Friday the 13th, we've got an angel wing, a rolling pin, and on the 14th, you've got a moose. So some activity there on the 13th and 14th. More activity on the 17th. We have the letter CC and another little turtle. You've got a V on the 18th with a sword, a drum kit, an anchor, lantern. Lantern looks like it's on the 19th. You got a lot of energy between the 17th, 18th, 18th. VT, Vermont, almost like all these states, like Kansas. I don't know. It's KN, Kansas. I'm not sure. Okay, the word 2, almost like Nevada. I don't know. Are you like in a band or something? You're going on tour? It's pretty cool. Okay, now the 21st, you got a dime, and you've got like this gavel, like a court. Okay, so almost gives the impression of like paying a fee for something. So be careful. You know, you got Mars in your sign. Mars likes pedal to the metal. Be careful about speeding tickets and stuff, especially on the 21st. On the 24th, you've got the word friendly, and it's a symbol for Aquarius, along with more Mother Mary stuff. Okay. On the 26th, you've got a T and an I, it. You've got an O here, which would be the 1st of July. You've got like a horse jockey here. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, that's the 4th, okay? So you also got a little broom down here, brushing things out. You got a 27. All right, so looks like a lot of energy. 5th, 6th, 10th, 11th, 13th, 17th, 18th, 24th, 26th. Let's see what the dice have to say. You rolled Jupiter. So did I give you power days? I don't think I gave you any power days previously. Let's see. Well, we know the moon will be in your sign of Leo on May 30th, 4:17 p.m. through the 1st into the 1st of June, okay, until 11 p.m. Then you rolled Virgo, so it continues. You get the 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd, and the 4th until 9:38 a.m. Then we rolled Jupiter, which rules Sagittarius. The moon moves into Sagittarius on the 9th at 10:56 a.m. It stays there the 10th. The 11th is the Sag full moon, and the moon stays in Sag until 9:55 p.m. on Wednesday the 11th. This is Eastern Standard Time. You also rolled Pisces, so you get a few more bonus days on June 16th, 2:09 p.m. through the 17th, through the 18th until 7:08 p.m.